Hi everyone.
Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. My name is Barry.
And I'm Jay.
And Tommy is down here.
He's just looking up at us. So
Again.
He's wanting to say hello, but he can't make up his mind. So thank you very much for joining us. When you do pop in, say hi and you'll be put into the random draw at the end of the live stream. We are Mitosu Crafts from the UK. So if you live in the UK, France, Germany, Austria, or the Netherlands, you'll be able to purchase current Stampin' Up products from our online shop. So I can feel cat hairs. Yes, so we're independent Stampin' Up demonstrators.
I can see this bit of hair sticking up right here, and that's what I'm laughing at.
So thank you very much for joining us another evening with Arrange a Wreath bundle. So with the Arrange a Wreath stamp set and Wreath builder dies.
That's a tongue twister,
Yes,
isn't it?
it is. You may have seen our previous live stream last Sunday, creating the slimline cards as well as the normal C6 card, square card
Square
from you
card.
with the in Good Taste Design Survey
Yeah,
paper.
which will be working its way out in the post very shortly. And this is the other one, which we're going to be giving away this evening as well.
Yes.
So we'll just hold on a little bit longer, I think, before we draw that. Just let people catch in and get through the bits. I think I'll turn the volume off. Good.
Are you? Okay. So we'll be creating another one or maybe two. I've designed kind of like one, but we'll see how the evening goes on, and we'll decide afterwards. Yeah.
I just wanted to say, like I say, we're going to be doing a drawing for this card in a moment. So if you still want to be in with a chance of winning this, before we draw it, get a comment in on the bottom part of the comments on this previous video from Sunday. I had to remember what day we are, and we were doing the drawing now. So you've got a couple of minutes before we, a minute or so before we do the drawing. So get your comments in quickly on the other video, not this video, on the other video on Sunday evening.
The previous live stream. So
yeah.
We had our Gorgeous Posies online class last night, and thank you so much for the attendees that joined us. We created 6 cards last night, so 3 from the actual project kit and 3 that we designed originally. And you may have seen on our social media this card that I created for Papercraft Crew Challenge, as inspired by Global Design Project as well, the colors, and that is using the Gorgeous Posies.
Pretty, love it. It's a lovely stamp set. It goes well with the kit, as obviously because it's designed for the kit. But it's one of those stamp sets that once you're not going to just going, what do I do with a stamp set now that I've used up all of my kit? It's got so many more uses for it. One thing which you mentioned last night in class is it's also a kit which is a stamp set which is perfect for one sheet wonders.
Yes, definitely, especially with the first and second generation stamping technique, because it's a distinctive stamp and you can get loads of different tones on there. So for the Arrange a Wreath, we are concentrating on it because we do have a class coming up in a couple of weeks' time.
Well, 22nd.
22nd of September. The UK option for the kit and the products have closed last night, but the worldwide option for the PDF and live video demonstration is still open. So check that out at mitosukcrafts.com. Yes.
He's doing the demonstration tonight, and if he can't speak already, what's he going to be like later on?
Shall we do the drawing?
Yes. So we're going to do this drawing from the comments from our other stream. So we are just going to get that ready. Okay, there was one more comment, so that was good.
Ooh, well done.
Okay, so the winner of this, or is it going to be the person who's just put it in just now? I'm just going to refresh one more time. Nope, that's it. And it is...
Verla Carpenter, congratulations.
Verla, contact us. Were you the 20th person who's just put it in, or have you put it in nice and early? Good.
Yes.
Excellent. So Verda, that card is going to be working its way to you. So please private message us with your details, and we will get that in the post to you as soon as possible.
Yes, the email is barrynj@mitosucrafts.com.
Yes.
because we normally say message us and they'll be like,
Yeah,
where?
or private messages on Facebook,
Facebook or
on
Instagram.
Messenger, Instagram, any of the social medias. Yeah, that'd be good. So good, congratulations
Cool,
there. Then.
yes.
All right, so you're going to show that whilst it's down, aren't
Yeah.
you? Okay, we're going to flick down and crack on. There we go. It's all yours.
Cool. So, ouch. Before we start, I just wanted to show off this card that I received this beginning of the week. This one is, I can't remember the set, but this one came all the way from America, and it's from Gian. Thank you so much, Gian. It's got a lovely the I love this DSP together
Yeah,
as
really
well,
like that colour. I
and
might have
that's
to be
the
casing that.
I think that's the suede, faux suede ribbon, and Gian has done the what you call that? That shiny, shimmery, crystal
That's
effect
lovely.
or something as well.
I did like that stamp set when we
Yeah.
saw it in a but because we don't know very many drinkers
Yes.
or people that
Yeah.
we would give it to.
So we
it's-
didn't get it, but it's such a lovely set, that one, and against the designer's paper is amazing. So thank you so much, Gian. And also from the post today, this is from our friend Lola from Germany. We mentioned at some point that I love watermelon sweets, and she got me this. So this one is quite cool.
All the way from Germany.
All the way from Germany. Thank you so much,
We can't get
Lola.
one here in the UK.
No. So that is that, and just a reminder as well that we do have the TNT Design Team online craft retreat. The booking for the products and the kit is still open. It's the last week or the last 6 days that it's going to be open. We close it 2 weeks before we close it 2 weeks before it finishes. It starts even, and it's with the trimming the town, with the naughty table, and it's the kit will have the goodie box, the full PDF instructions, the live demonstrations on the day, gifts and games on the Facebook group, and so yes. So if you would love to join us and get the products as well, check it out on our website. If it is available, the options for worldwide or non-UK residents is open as well. So you can get the PDF as well as get into the Facebook group. But yes, so contact us there or check it out on our website. So on to today's makes. So arrange a wreath. Again, not it wasn't on our radar first thing, but we are loving playing with this set, and as mentioned, we do have an online class coming up. So Barry's already created one. We've already pre-designed the class, and I'm actually gonna redesign my vertical bridge fold. So another version of the vertical bridge fold that you may have seen on our blog last week. We'll be recreating one of those as well. But for today's make, it's gonna be a card using I think that's great. So I'm gonna be using that and using tone on tone, and I have, if I can just reach, prepared my card bases, and also with the wreath builder dies. So it comes with 21 dies and 2 wreaths already, and matching dies for the stamps and the poinsettia as well, which is great. And this one, it cuts out the love sentiment, so that's a great, you can just die cut that in different colors and then prop that up, and it'll be a great card as well. Nice and minimalistic. So for today, I have Sahara Sun card base. Is that too? Okay, I need to know where that is. Sahara Sun card base. So use your normal card base, cut in half. I have soft suede, which is 1 centimeter. It is longer, but I can cut that off. So 1 centimeter equals to 3/8 of an inch. I tend to do one centimeter because it's easier to convert to inches. And that's the ink pads that we'll be using today are crumb cake, gray granite, Sahara sand, and a bit of early espresso Stampin' Right marker, or you can do some masking with early espresso ink pad. What else have I got? I have very crumb cake card, pine wood planks, because I do want to emboss as well. I'm just looking for, there it is. So this one is crumb cake. I want to emboss that. So that's just bigger than 2 inches, which is probably 6 centimeters. And it is taller, but I'm gonna tear that off. And we're gonna start off doing some die cuts with the Suki. So get that in. So our pinewood planks is an older version of the embossing folder. It is now available as a 3D embossing folder. So you will need the 1 and 4 plates for it, but because this is an older version, I am using 1 and 3. This is the dynamic textured folder. And crumb cake, I'm gonna align it in between a couple of the planks. Fairly straight, hopefully. Put that in. So yes, so the Suki can take your older embossing folder easily. That move, but that is how lovely that the design is on that. And then for die cutting, we have the number 1, number 2, number 3, which is the base. Look how flat that has gotten now. So we just make sure that we turn it over every now and again and use all the edges as well. Sometimes obviously you can't use up to the edge. And we did order our magnetic plate yesterday, so hopefully that will come soon. So for my embossing, I am gonna use Vera Vanilla for the flowers. On here, it comes with 2 of the big ones and 3 of the small ones. So I'm gonna die cut that. There we go. Just 1 of each. And it just comes off really nicely. Take that off for elements. So Barry's typing away, so say hello. Although I'm not looking at the comments, I'm sure Barry is replying. So thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to give us that thumbs up if you are enjoying yourself. It just helps the channel grow as well. So the next one I'm gonna use, so last time I used the other wreath design, so this time I'm gonna use the leafy one, and I'm gonna cut that in mint macaron. I did cut this card, so yeah, sometimes obviously you can see just in different ways you can get more of your paper by turning the die around. Cutting plate. And I believe that is all my die cutting. Tommy is right next to me, just sat down. In the class group last night, I posted a picture of Tommy just sat down next to Barry when he was crafting. This one is quite cool. It reminds me of fidget spinners or whatever it's called, or ninja thingies. It'll be great for toppers as well. So using it the same as my previous one and have different colored of that. But I won't be using that. I'll be using this. So with your, obviously it's arrange a wreath, but I'm actually not making a wreath. I will cut into this and use it as flourish because it's got some lovely, gorgeous floral, leafy design. So you can use it as flourish for your card. But before I show you that, I'm gonna do some stamping on Whisper White. Oh, can you pass me glue and the toolbox, please, as well as the stamping pierce mat? Not very demanding at all. So we have, I'm gonna use the heart, leaf, pairs, but just one. So I'm just, that's why I said pair. Yes. Another leaf, thank you.
Sorry.
And the crate. So a lot of you mentioned about not using the pierce mat. We tend to just use it if it's distinctive or if it's a huge stamp, especially for photopolymer. If it's a huge area of just block stamp, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna be stamping that in the 3 colors. So if I do light first, but I will be cleaning it anyway. So ink it up nicely. And stamp. So that was Sahara Sand. It does dry lighter, so just give it time. I'm just gonna quickly clean that, and then we'll do gray granite. I was gonna do, how many Sahara Sand? And then crumb cake. I'll do 2 crumb cake. And I forgot I was gonna do 2 Sahara Sand, but I can do that in a second. There you go, someone's having a party outside. Nice in the car, it's just passing by. And then last one, another Sahara Sand. And because this stamp is quite easy to cut, you don't need a die for it. So I'll be fussy cutting. Actually, whilst I'm here, I might as well continue stamping. So I'm gonna stamp tone on tone. As I mentioned earlier, it does dry lighter, but I will be stamping those elements within, or these stamps, the designs within the crates. So I will stamp crumb cake with the big leaf. You can have it. It didn't look like it. So I'm just gonna aim for the middle-ish. I slanted it slightly, like so. That was Sahara Sand, wasn't it? That wasn't tone at all. That will work. But I wanted to show you tone on tone. Never mind. So I'll use the pair, tone on tone this time, gray granite. So I only inked up the half, and it's quite easy using this, if you didn't see me using the edge of this ink pad, like that. So that's done. That's done. The heart, so that was crumb cake. So I'll do the heart on that one. So crumb cake, make sure it's the correct one this time. So that, so you can still see the image because it's the, you're adding another layer of ink on top. So it just makes it slightly darker. And the other one, I'm going to use the other leaf. So the small leaf, cluster of leaf. So that one was Sahara sand. So I'll do Sahara sand for that one. And then finally, I'm actually gonna use the sentiment for this one, which was, that was crumb cake, but I want it to pop a little bit more. So I'll be using the Early Espresso Stampin' Right marker. And I'm gonna use the give thanks, but I just want the thanks. So as I mentioned earlier, you can do the masking technique if you just have the ink pad, but the Stampin' Right markers are great for marker to stamp technique. And you can just highlight, that doesn't feel like it's done. Highlight the areas that you want ink on. And I'm doing it with the nib, kind of like slanted down, so not just the tip, so I can color it faster. And before you stamp it, just half on it, just to kind of like invigorate, I don't know if that's the word, the ink. And I'm gonna stamp it that way. Here we go. So we have stacks of crates done. And then we are just cutting. So what's everyone been saying or doing, Larry?
Just chatting amongst themselves.
Oh, that's
Having
good.
a
Yes.
little bit of chatter and talking about automatic liking as soon as you come on. So I mentioned about people liking and commenting.
Oh, thank you.
And so Heather has learned something new today about comments. So yeah, they're all helping each other out and having a good old chatting and watching. Got that quite nice little community going on here.
Yeah, that's what we like to hear. Sorry, the shadows from the light was hitting it, so that I had to do it that way, because I do want it quite close to the stamped image. Did you turn this one down, or is it? Oh no, I was the one that did it, wasn't I? Sorry. Right. 1, 2. I think that one's fine. Were you sniggering because I was about to blame you?
No, I think it was me. But I like it brighter, you like it darker.
No, it's just because the shadow was preventing me from seeing the left side. Here we go. Yeah, so I'm just cutting along the edges. You can probably use the trimmer. And we are just gonna place these on the card. So I did do kind of like a prototype, but it was a finished card, and I'll show it to you at the end. chunky strip in the middle was actually an accident because there was a card in our folder that I forgot that I cut a strip of 1 centimeter. And it didn't, obviously when I scored it halfway, it had a bit on the edge cut short, and I had to kind of like, instead of throwing it away, or I had to repurpose it and change it up slightly. But I will show you that. So for this one, I am gonna, as mentioned, I'm going to have, I'll change it actually. So the original, it had a strip there because I had to cut that off, but I'm gonna bring it up to here. If I just fold that first. Bone folder, and I'm gonna add the strip up there. So this is why you don't get rid of your tiny strips.
That is hinted at me.
As well. You can use it as accents and ribbon, I guess you can, yeah, replacement. So I lined it in one side. I think that's, ooh, still moving. And then use the back to cut the other end, so you know that's nice and straight. And then I'm gonna add this onto there, but I'm actually gonna tear it. Just to add a bit of texture. So up there, and then just, I want it just above the edge. If it's wonky, it's fine, it's hand torn. So it looks okay, he says. Yeah. And that's just gonna go on. Like so. Probably more centralized. And then we'll be placing these along the edges. There. So I have crumb cake, Sahara sand, and what was that? Grey granite. So although you are covering that, it does give you a hint on the edges, and it's just easier to do it a long piece rather than kind of like put either end, which sometimes I do if I only have a tiny bit of either card or ribbon. I kind of like cheat, and because it's hidden, I cut it in half and then put it aside. But anyways, I'm gonna do it this way. So yeah, we'll do the love next to that one. Okay, so I'm gonna change the layers, so some will be in dimensionals. Dimensionals, please. I forgot. Thank you. So alternating. No, I'll have it there. So the mini. In here. Okay. So yeah, so just changing different ways I'm sticking down those crates. And then dimensional again. Right. And that's gonna get stuck in. At there. That's nice. You can see more of the the banner. So yes, so that is the layout, and we are just gonna decorate with the wreath, but I'm cutting it so you can see that some of the in the circular area where it cuts into in between a leaf, that's where you would cut it. So then you can have that piece as a flourish, and that's another piece, and that's another piece. If you want longer one, that's quite long, so you could always cut that half there, but that one's quite long, so you can have a longer piece as well, just depending on what you need. I think that didn't cut properly. We'll do 2 long ones, but I won't be using all of these anyway, but I just wanted to show you to cut into your wreath and create flourishes. I'm sure you have already. And I'm gonna be using this. So let's play around. I like making things harder. I created a card, but it's completely, the layout is the same but upside down. Oh well. It's all fun and games. And then what I'm gonna do, so that's gonna go there. Probably a longer one would be better. There we go. No, too long. That go there. This one can go in between, underneath. And then a couple on here. So I want 2 small ones. There we go. So I'm gonna stick that in before I change my mind. Oh, and I forgot my metallic ribbon. Just to add hint of metal in there. Alright, I'm gonna insert this in between. It's just easier. So what I'm trying to do is with the vines, I guess I'm trying to show that it's kind of like continuation from the previous one or the one on there, so it's kind of like believable that it's one long flourish. You don't have to if it's easier. It's just how my mind works. So that one go there, and then this one, last piece. Can go there. And then we can decorate with the flowers, which I die cut earlier. And so the metallic thread from the Forever Greenery combo pack, I forgot it because this was the last thing I added in my actual card, and I've done it again. So this one does fray a little bit, so if you don't want it to fray, and if you're doing loops or things like that, it shouldn't really matter, but I tend to tie a knot to keep it intact if you don't want it to fray, and you can't really see it, but it just keeps it all together. So I'm just gonna create 2 loops with this one, and then, oh sorry, mini glue dot please. Thanks. But with the loops, as I mentioned, you don't really need it because you're gonna hide it anyway. Oop. Is it food time for the kitties? So just put that in there. And then pick that up and then hide it underneath. There. No,
You want dinner?
don't tease them.
Dinner? Come on.
There we go. So that is done. And then finally, these. So I tend to just use my knuckle, or you can use your pierce tool as well. And take your pick. So the end bit, just press it down. And I'm just gonna add this with this one, but you can use your you can do mini glue dot. If you have a different colored middle, you can use your mini glue dot as well. So this one we have there, and then we're gonna hide a couple onto here, the big ones. That one, and there. I'm trying to cheat. I'm putting it where the green is, so then I don't have to put anything in the middle. That's what I'm doing. So yes, I'm just not cheat, but being crafty. But if you want a different colored middle, you can die cut it, but it's so tiny. Or your gems as well. You can use gems. That looks alright. That I might want that lower, actually. It wasn't flowing in my eye. And there we go. That's the first card done. And I will show you the original. Shall I do a second card? Do you like it? Thumbs up if you do, please.
Second card, an easy card, quick card.
The second card I haven't actually designed yet. It's still in my mind. But this was, oh, embellishment. That's what I forgot. It's good that I've made that one. So just pearl basic. Jewels. And we can add to finish up. So nice and small one, or medium one, small one. There. Mm. Nice and big one. Mm. No, I want it there. There we go. And then another small one. So on this one, let's just get rid. There we go. So on this one, I use crumb cake Stampin' Blends to splatter the background. And this is what I meant about there's like an actual canal there. And before I added the soft suede card, it was a see-through, but because it's a tenfold and what you can't really see all of it, I just decided to use the soft suede at the back. And that's pretty much the difference. And obviously, as you can see, the layout, I've just turned it upside down and then that way. Yeah, that would have been so much easier when I was doing that if I just turned it upside down and be like, oh yeah, that's how. But it looks fairly similar, doesn't it? That one was slightly up. There you go. But yes, so hopefully you've enjoyed that. For the second card, shall I do a second card? Is everyone saying?
Probably. I don't think there's no comments really.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. No worries. I can crack on with the second one. So yeah, so if you've just come in, do pop in a comment and you'll be entered to be put onto the random draw. And just say hello. Just a small hi is fine. So my next card is gonna be a colorful one. And I'll be using a different technique. So let me just get my things right. Talk amongst yourselves. And this one is actually inspired by the Color Inspiration Challenge. So the colors are Old Olive, Gorgeous Grape, Misty Moonlight, and Rich Raspberry. So I've only kind of like, just before we came on, I was like, okay, what else can I do? And I saw a lovely card from Leonie Stewart from Australia, I believe. We follow her on Instagram and Facebook as well, so check her out on those social platforms. She did a wreath card, and I was like, oh yeah, that I'm doing a wreath card, so or I'm doing arrange a wreath. I will check out the challenge. So if you are stuck for inspiration, card making challenges are a great way to get your mojo back, hopefully, because you get inspirations from the design team. I'm part of the Spot challenge challenge blog as well as the Papercraft crew, so every week I try to do something for those as well. So this one is Rich Raspberry cardstock card base, so again normal size, basic black, and this one was subtle embossed as well. I don't know if you can see, and that is again 1 centimeters or 3/8 of an inch smaller than the card front. So I was like, okay, what can I do now? So I'm gonna die cut even some stuff before I continue. Again, using the Wreath Builder dies. And then we can play together. Let's have a look. So this time I'm gonna die cut in Whisper White. This is just thin, just the normal. I'll probably regret it because I'm thinking of watercolors, but we'll see. Plate, there we go. That one's done. And And then I'm going to cut the flowers as well, which I did have here. I've already lost them, Barry.
What are you after?
The flowers. Anyone know where I put them?
What flowers are we looking for?
The small flowers.
What small flowers?
The wreath, I think it's under
There's a wreath there.
the dies. Where did I put the dies? Can you see? Is it underneath? That's it.
Oh, you're actually looking for the die
Yeah.
dies. Okay.
It was underneath all of my
Buried as usual. Surprise, surprise.
Sorry. So I'm gonna die cut these in white as well. Ooh, make the most of my paper. There we go. Ooh, maybe we can do something with love. Because it's all florally. It does, the stamp set has got the eggs in it, so, and Happy Easter on it, but obviously that's been and gone. But for next year, we can probably play around with it again. And it's also got the partridge. I think it's a partridge because it's got a pear. We think it's a partridge. So you have a partridge in a pear wreath. I'm so funny. No, not. Or you can mix it with Life is Beautiful tree and put the partridge in it. And you have a partridge in a pear tree. There you go. Right. I'm just cutting extra bits because I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. Just flowers. And then we can do it in love. There we go. And finally, the love. There we go. Look, that's lovely. Lovely. I can't get it out. And it cuts out the love bit as well, so you could always save that as well for your project. I'll put it aside just in case I need it. Right, that's die cuts done. So I have a silicone craft sheet. So you can either use a spritzer or your watercolor brush or something. Water brush even. And we are gonna color up those Whisper White. Oh, sorry Tommy, you want to sit down. Okay. I'm just making space for Tommy. There we go. So water brush. And we can have wheat raspberry for the flowers. Maybe. Oh no, we'll change it up. Okay, we'll do. Right, what I'm doing is I'm just inking that up in rich raspberry in one and Misty Moonlight in another. So as mentioned, you can like smoosh with your spritzer as well if you do it on the craft sheet. I just wanted to try something. So this is just water inside with a water brush. And I'm gonna add water on there. So I could have done it here actually. I was just not thinking properly. And then rich raspberry on the other side. Ooh. Okay, I will need tissue as well, please, Barrett, or under paper underneath. So let's see how this works. Before I do it on the actual piece, I'm gonna do it on this one first because I don't want to ruin it. There we go. Ooh. So this one is a bit more watery, isn't it? Thank you. Oh, I do like that. That's quite cool. Nice. Why is that too watery? Right, I prefer the gorgeous grape, but I'm just mixing it together. So I am just gonna dip my wreath. So some have gotten all of it because I just dunk it, and some hasn't. But you can add a bit more. Can I just do that? That's easier. And you'll get texture as well. Okay. Okay, one more on there. So use gloves if you want to, but I do like sometimes getting inky fingers. So that is a mixture of gorgeous grape and rich raspberry. And then for the flowers, we'll do green. Oh, there we go. Just turn it over. That works. And just make sure that that is not inky. Okay. So if I do that, add water. Sorry, I'm just playing, so I hope you don't mind, because as mentioned, you can smoosh with spritzer. I'm thinking of like techniques that you might not have spritzer. So I'm using water and I'm using my block to separate that. And then you can dip your flowers on there. How many flowers? I do not know. Let's do all of it. There you go. Oh. And then where's the end? There we go. Of course, you can just die cut these in pair pisas. if you want to. I just wanted to see what it looks like. So sometimes I can't do random most of the time, so it's just nice to have different hints of watercolor on there, because if I try to paint that or add color onto the die cut, it won't look as random. It will just look quite what's opposite of random?
Not random.
Not random. You're so funny. Cool. So that
Organised.
organize. Yay.
Thank you, Jeanette.
Thank you. I'm not very good with English. There we go. So we have that, and then we can do the love, and then we can have that one. And we are now just gonna make up our card. So I'm just sticking this down. Which one is better? Shall I angle it or not angle it? I do prefer sometimes angling it. But I know most people, even in our class, prefers it straight. And then again, we're gonna, instead of the wreath, we're gonna cut into this. It's still a bit wet. So just be, obviously, either use a heat tool. So I'm gonna cut it the same way. I'm looking at those edges on the leaves, or use a thicker cardstock. Not always for white, but it'll dry, it'll be fine. Oh no, you can have a funky. And this way, you can make different flourish. That's fun. I haven't even stamped yet. I can't stamp on the black. I will stamp the sentiment. Ooh, partridge. We'll do a partridge. A pair of three. In a pair. A partridge in a berry. No, yeah, I'll do that. And best wish. No, love. Okay, I don't need sentiment because it's got love in it. Oh, do partridge. Okay. Stamp. Block. Bear with. So, block. Paper. And this one. And ooh, Misty Moonlight. I know it's a partridge and they're kind of like brownie. Let's stamp him in Misty Moonlight. First generation, that's quite dark. Second generation, it's lovely. I do love Misty Moonlight. Are you free? Can you die cut this for me, please? Of course not. Thanks. It's just, if you can do both, that'll be amazing. Thank you so much. You're so helpful.
This is rubbish as well.
Yeah, that's got the silicone sheet in it. And so whilst Barry's doing that, I'm just gonna add my cut down wreath, and then we are good to go. It is, yeah. And you can probably color a bit more. Ooh, thank you. Ooh, that's nice. If I position it just above the black, that will make it look nice. Cool. So we have dimensionals. Thank you. Oh, so cool. Ooh, lovely. So if I place this now, I know that I'm not going to kind of like use loads of flourish and put it where I don't want it. So around there. Of course, you can also do a strip underneath to change the color. But I'm just gonna do it this way. Or even strip on top and block that love off. If you don't want the love sentiment and you just want the heart. Mm. So I hope you're still with us. If you, again, I know I keep saying, if you've just popped in, add a comment. And do like, subscribe, and share if you haven't done so. And then that's too much. Oop. And then this one. We can just shape. Some have dried nicely. Some are still drying. So I'm just gonna choose the ones with the white, actually. And I'm gonna shape it. With the lid of the Take Your Pick tool. Because why not? It is a tool. So that's gonna go there. And I do have some more of these. Yeah. Shall we add gold in it? Before I forget that there's... Yeah, we'll add gold. Oh, why am I doing that? I'm just gonna circle it round. Cut it. Ooh. And then mini glue that. Ooh. Yeah, don't let go, as On Vogue would say. Otherwise you'll... Sorry, I've been listening to R&B 90s throwback thing on this afternoon. So that is gonna get hidden anyway. Ooh. By the partridge. Yeah. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Can you pass me frost white, please? Ooh, that's gonna show. Yay! It should be in the spinner thing. I just thought, ooh, what else can show on black? You can splatter, whatchamacallit, craft white ink, but I forgot we ordered this like
Got an old one.
ages
And we
ago.
have a new one.
Ooh, frost white. Oh, I didn't realize we had the old one.
Yeah, we're still. There's a little bit left in that one, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll use the old one then. Sorry, I keep adding stuff to what else I can do.
That's what colour the emboss layer is again.
It's basic black. So this one is basic black.
And what card have you got? What's the base card?
It's rich raspberry. Right, I'm gonna splatter before I forget to do that. Right, ink. And again, you can use your water brush. Ooh, shake it, shake it, shake it. Yeah, we had this last year, didn't we?
We did last Christmas, actually.
I don't even need the block, I don't think. I'm just using the lid. And where's the lid? Can I do it this way? Yes, you can. So I'm just adding frost white and then flicking it on the lid, and that's enough. Ooh. The further you are, nice. The closer you are, the bigger the splat. So that's why I thought we didn't have one. That's why I asked you to order them. Right, nearly done. Wait for that to dry, but I'm just gonna plow on, carry on even, and then finish up. And then finally the flowers. Where are we gonna put the flowers? You're right.
Yeah, Pepper is shaking like a Polaroid picture.
I do love that song. That's what I normally say. Da, 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 da. So nearly done. So thank you so much for still being here. I do like just hiding it and giving just hints of it. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3. So I'll do 2 more.
Kathleen says the second card is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, it's very nice too.
Oh no, it moved like a millimeter. But that is the card. So I'm gonna leave it there because I know how long it's been. Ooh, but there's another one. No, I'm gonna leave it there. He says. Yeah, no, that's it. That's it. Step away from the card. Which is most of the time my problem. I just like because I'm a procrastinator, I start a project, I leave it, carry on, and then without realizing I've added too much elements on it already, which is like, it's so much. So I'm trying to cut back.
Famous last words.
Yeah, I know. But that is it. So hopefully you enjoy that, and you will get a chance to win this card on our next live stream next Sunday, on Sunday.
On Sunday, yeah.
So,
We'll
but
give-
to be able to be put on the random draw, actually put a comment on the video, not on the live live chat, because for the live chat, you will get a chance to win the first card. So this card. Ooh, I don't wanna. It's still drying, so hopefully that's.
That's fine. You
Okay.
chat whilst I'm just getting the comment picker set up.
So yes, I don't know what to say.
Don't know what to say now.
Yes, so don't forget that any products that you've seen us use this evening, current Stampin' Up products are available from our online shop if you live in the UK, France, Germany, Austria, and the Netherlands. Also, do use the current host code host code from our website to get a handmade thank you from us the following month. If you order more than £45 before PNP, you'll qualify for a free Stampin' Glam Squad tutorial as well. I normally send it the following month as well when we can see all of the reports, and that is it. So yes, so please like and share, and we are going to do the random draw now. So stay tuned.
Quick switch over. No, don't lose my seat. The cat's trying to get on my seat. Okay, so yes, we're going to pick the winner now for this one right here. So just turn you around. You can see the mess. Don't forget this.
Yeah. Good plug. There we go.
And the winner of this card is going to be Caroline.
Or Caroline.
Caroline, yeah, Caroline. So I think you were one of the last ones to come in and put a comment in. So that was lucky, wasn't it?
Well done.
So good. Excellent, Caroline. That card is going to wing its way over to you.
Congratulations, and thank you so much for
Excellent.
popping in a comment. So as mentioned, don't forget to add your comment on the actual video for this card.
Yeah,
Okay.
in the bottom, underneath, after it's gone live. Okay.
Cool.
See you on Sunday evening, 7 o'clock. See you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.